The first time the lie slipped out, Maya chose to ignore it. It was a small thing, a fabricated story about being busy with work when he was actually out with friends. A tiny red flag, maybe even a pink one, she told herself. Everyone makes mistakes. She loved David, and their connection was undeniable. They had built so many beautiful memories together: late-night talks on the porch, spontaneous road trips, and the shared dream of one day owning a little cabin by a lake. These were the moments she held on to, the foundation she believed was strong enough to build on. A few months later, another lie, this time bigger. He said he was saving for a new car, but she found a credit card statement showing a series of expensive dinners and clothes he bought for himself. The flag was a deeper shade of red this time, fluttering ominously in her mind. Her friend Chloe saw it clearly. That's not just a mistake, Maya. That's a pattern. But Maya saw a challenge, not a dead end. She initiated a tough conversation, laying out her hurt and her fears. David was apologetic and promised to be more transparent. I can change, Maya. Please, let's work on this, he pleaded. So she decided to stay. They began going to couples counseling. They set boundaries and worked on communicating more openly. It was hard, and some days it felt like a step backward, but she saw his effort. They had history, a shared life, and a deep-seated love that she felt was worth fighting for. They were committed to working through the red flags, to turning them into teachable moments and building a stronger, more honest relationship. Meanwhile, in a parallel universe, Maya's story took a different turn. The first time David lied, she felt a pang of unease, but she brushed it off. The second time, the credit card statement. The red flag was so vivid it felt like a punch to the gut. It wasn't just the lie. It was the pattern of deceit, the lack of respect for their shared financial goals, and a growing sense that she didn't really know who she was in a relationship with. She thought about their shared dreams and beautiful memories. But another thought pushed its way to the forefront. What about the future? Would she always have to be on guard? The red flags weren't just about single events. They were a symptom of a deeper issue. She realized that while she could work on her own reactions and communication, she couldn't fix a fundamental lack of integrity in someone else. The emotional toll of constantly questioning his actions was becoming too heavy.
When he promised to change and asked for another chance, she listened but didn't just hear his words. She saw his actions. Or, more accurately, the lack of them. The pattern was a clear warning, not just a problem to be solved. She decided that staying and fighting to change, someone who wasn't truly ready to change, was a losing battle. The relationship wasn't a slightly damaged car that